In my last video, I introduced the concept of connecting ProjectTeam to your favorite AI platform, and in my case, I'm using Claude. In this video, I want to take that a step further. I want to actually take photos of potentially written content, upload that to Claude, have it transcribe it, and then fill out the forms that I have within my platform. So I'm actually going to do two things. Number one, I'm going to take a picture of a field report, and it's just it's a written field report, very basic here. There's some written content that I filled out based on some sections. Okay, so it's kind of structured. I want to take a picture from my phone and have Claude understand that and fill in my field report that I have in ProjectTeam. And you can see I actually have a field report ready for it to go. Okay, so that should be pretty good. The second one is I just have a notepad here. Okay, it's not structured at all. It's just written. I want to take a picture of that. It's actually on two different pages. I want to take two pictures and upload a safety incident report. I do not have a safety incident report configured in my project right now. So I'm going to ask Claude to actually create a brand new custom form for me, okay, kind of leveraging the unlimited flexibility you have within our core platform. I want it to transcribe the data and then fill in the data with the written notes, and we'll see the what happens there. So in my first use case, I'm actually going to go in here and take a picture of my field report. So you can see here, I've got this field report. It's written, some uppercase, some lowercase, lots of different sections there, but pretty standard looking field report. Some of it might even be a little bit hard to read because I was kind of writing fast. But you have that data there. I'm going to use that photo. And I'm actually going to tell Claude here, create a new field report on the Grand Junction project based on the image that I just sent you. So again, I said field report, but it took it as field report, so it should understand that. But it's going to look at all the data that I have on that written content, transcribe it from handwritten to something that it can actually put over into ProjectTeam, and then create the field report in ProjectTeam for me. And then we're going to go check on the results. And this is kind of showing me what the field report has on it right now. It has a subject, a date, a work description. It's going to consolidate all those sections that I had in the written part into the work description, which is fine for now. So it's going to show me that I have that information. I've got weather, work description, and all that. So it tells me that it's done. If I go to field reports now, I see this new one created on the 18th, okay, which is today. And if I click into that, that looks just like I took the picture of. So I had that written content. It now transcribed that and created the field report in ProjectTeam, okay? It put all the different sections into a work description field, which is fine for my example. I'm going to take it a step further in my next example. But this looks really good. So it's got trades and subcontractors, work in progress, observations, items. It kind of bullet listed those. It pulled out the weather because I had a specific weather field, so it knew what to do there, and it added all that information. Okay, so that was awesome. Certainly saves me a lot of time from transcribing all that data into ProjectTeam because of that written note, and it just did it for me. Okay. The next thing that I want to do is, if I look over here in my forms, here's all these different forms. If I type in the word safety, I don't see anything, whether it's my favorite or beyond. Okay, I don't have a safety incident form. So I did get, if I take a picture here, I'm actually going to take two pictures. I have this report right here, and it's actually on two pages. So I'm going to take two separate images and take that data. Okay, so I now have two photos from a safety incident report that was sent to me. It's just on notepad paper. So if I look at that, you can see kind of hard to read, but while installing electrical conduit on the second floor, somebody fell down and got hurt. Okay, and then there's just all this information about the first aid that was provided, the weather conditions, all that good stuff. Okay, I don't have a safety report on my form or in my project yet, but because ProjectTeam gives you unlimited flexibility in building forms or fields from scratch, all within the platform without having to code or anything like that, Claude can also leverage those things to build that for you. So let's say that I'm a project administrator and I have the ability to create custom forms in the system. I'm going to ask Claude to do it for me. So here we go. Ready? Create a new safety incident report form type in ProjectTeam in the Grand Junction project. and then add all the information that I just uploaded to that form. So again, ProjectTeam gives you the ability to customize anything you want, and you can create customizations outside of projects and push those into projects, or make project-specific customizations for unique needs. In this case, I'm just asking Claude to build a custom form in the Grand Junction project. And a form in our system allows you to create kind of basic information, but also add all kinds of fields, whether those are checkboxes, text fields, pick list fields, formulas, tables, dates, all that good stuff to really build out a form to be an exact fit for what your needs might be. So in this case, it's going through the steps of creating that information. It's transcribing the pages. It's creating a new form type. In this case, it gives me ID there. And now it's saying that I want to add the different fields based on what it read from what it transcribed there. And if you know Claude, it's going to go through this structured set. It's going to kind of continue to talk back to you to show you what it's thinking about, depending on the model that you have selected. In this case, I have Opus. But you can see it's adding those things. It's adding Boolean fields or checkboxes for some of the text that it read that look like yes or no answers. So it has that. And now it's telling me that it's done. It created the new form type, brand new custom form. So if I go back to the ProjectTeam right now and check for safety, we're going to find one of those. And then it's also creating all the data to fill in that information. Okay, so anything that I just took a picture of. So now if I go into ProjectTeam and I look into the forms and I search for safety here, there's a brand new safety incident report that Claude created as a custom form in ProjectTeam. I didn't have to do it. I see now that I have one item in that log, trip and fall, electrician, second floor conduit install. If I click into that, you can actually see all the different fields that it created. So it read the transcript. And if I go back up here, we look at that thing. So here I have kind of a lot of notes, safety incident, that put into an incident description. It also created an injury details field and a medical response field and a site conditions field. It created all those based on what I wrote. If I go to the next page here, you can see that I have some kind of items that went to like a no answer, kind of a Boolean. It understood that and created those checkboxes for me. Again, as a project manager, I could have easily done that in the system, but it just did it for me. It took 2 minutes or whatever that was to actually create the data, transcribe the data, and add that first report for me, which is just really, really awesome. This is just another example of how to use AI connected with ProjectTeam and leveraging the flexibility and the connected nature of our solution. I'll do a few more of these. The response was great last time, but if you have any questions or want to message me or DM me or whatever it is, please feel free to do so. Thanks.